it's me, James. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of my Philly Sports and Scenes YouTube show. And the Philadelphia Phillies is doing really good. They have been winning games. And hopefully this year, they are going to be in the World Series again. And it will be even better if they win the World Series. And now I wanted to talk about Howard Askins. He is an Philadelphia sports broadcaster. He's on TV. He's the sideline reporter for the Philadelphia Eagles. And he's on the radio. So, the story is that it really is breaking news. Because what happened was supposedly he was in an exclusive section of the Philadelphia, the Phillies game. And for those sections, I don't know exactly where he's sitting, but you can see on the baseball game behind the home base, they got those fancy, like the bucket seats, the comfy seats, and you do see their servers, people bring those the people sit in the expensive seats. They bring them food and stuff like that. So apparently Howard Askin, he somehow made advances by kissing one of the women that was serving the food, and the woman works for the Armark. That's the food service company that services the food for pretty much all the stadium and the ballpark in Philadelphia. So he made unwanted advances toward that woman, and then the women complained about it, and then both Phillies and the radio station he works for investigated, and then they decide that he is banned from the Citizens Bank Park where the Philadelphia Phillies plays. And then a day later, the Sixers, the Philadelphia basketball team, also banned him from the Wells Fargo Center. And the Flyers also plays there. So, if he's banned from the Wells Fargo Center, he is also banned from going to the Flyers game. Since he's such big name and known sports broadcaster in Philadelphia area, even though he is more connected with the Philadelphia Eagles, the football team, but he does go to other sports games because he has a radio show and he talks about all sports. So now he's banned from the Citizens Bank Park and also Wells Fargo Center, and the Philadelphia Eagles hasn't made any announcements about what they're going to do. So that's the story. But then there are more behind the shocking revelation of what happened. So I talked to somebody that works at the Wells Fargo Center, and I found out what really happened was he made a wanted advance toward that woman that works for Armark at the ballpark by kissing her. And then that woman told another co-worker, and they think something is wrong with it, and it is an acceptable behavior. So so the coworker, the woman that I talked to, complained to the Phillies, and then the Phillies told the radio station that Howard Askin was working for, and the radio station took it seriously, and then they together, the Phillies and the radio station investigated, and then they decided that's what they were gonna do. They banned him from the ballpark. And since Howard Askins always bad mouthing the Sixers, so the Sixers took this opportunity and jumped in and banned him from the Wells Fargo Center immediately. And the Sixers is the tenant of the Wells Fargo Center. Wells Fargo Center is the landlord. They own the arena, and Sixers is tenant there. You know, I guess they rent the arena for their basketball games. The same goes for the Flyers too. So it's a little different. All right, before I get to there, I have to say, and the guy also told me, uh, Howard Askins, I mean, he has been around for a long time, you know, like my friend Dennis was telling me, I didn't even know about this. It was back in 2007, like about 18 years ago. Howard Askins, he sent flowers to some married women. You know, he is a Howard Askin himself. He I don't know if still is, but back then was a married man with 4 children, and he sent flowers to a woman that lives I think somewhere outside Philadelphia, maybe Berks County, and the woman's husband found out, and then it leads to the husband eventually killed his wife and almost cut her head off the body completely. So it was a serious crime, and it was a big deal. It is all because of Howard Askins disturbed somebody's marriage, and so you know it it just tells you that something is weird about Howard. And I have met him many times at the radio station events, and I never really had any problem with him, but he seemed to have problem with people that goes to those radio station events when there are you know the pro sports athletes, the players there sign, you know, people go there trying to get autograph and things like that, and he seems to have problem with you know, people that goes to those things a lot. And because Howard was saying to me, you know, oh, I don't like that guy because, you know, it's always him. He goes to all these events and trying to get autographs. But he, what's weird about it is because the radio station he works for, having those events, because they want the fans to go out there to meet the ball players. And then what's weird to me is how is Howard going to get annoyed by just seeing the same people that goes to those events all the time? Like, he acts like he's tired of seeing the same people go there getting autographs, and but it doesn't matter because you know, if it's different people goes there, you know, goes out there to meet the ball players and to get autographs and take a picture with the ball players, and what difference does it make if it's the same person, you know, or the same group of people? Like, you know, like the people I know, because my show is all about the Philly sports events, and I go to a lot of events, right? So if you see me all the time, and if I'm not bothering you, and I don't understand why would somebody work for the radio station have something negative to say about it, because after all, the radio station do those events and promotions. They wanted to get the fans out there because the same fans are the ones that listens to their sports radio, because obviously all these people that goes to the sports events are the sports fans. So, you know, the thing with Howard is all these contradictions. Like a lot of people don't like his radio show. I know that because after this incident happened at the Citizens Bank Park, and I think it was the Philadelphia Phillies fan page or something on Facebook, and somebody posted, because it is a breaking news. Somebody posted about it on the Facebook, and all the reactions from the fans, all the commenting that people made, it was negative toward Howard Askin, and you can see it on the screen. I'll put on the side, so you can see it for yourself. It doesn't seem like a lot of people have any sympathies for him or think that he didn't really do anything wrong. Uh, and even though, like I said, I never had any problems with Howard. I talked to him from time to time, but it's just what he said to me and the way he present himself. Uh, it just gives me a bad vibe. Personally, I have no problem about him. I'm just, talk about it because it's in the news, it's on the TV news, it's on the on the radio news too in Philadelphia, and it's on. There's a few big articles on the Philadelphia Inquirers about it. So I'm just talking about it and reporting it. So so the guy works at the Wells Fargo Center told me, apparently, well, he know because he worked there for a long time, and he said that Howard has been doing this for a long time. It's just that something happened now, and also, it's not the first time. We know it's not the first time it happened because he sent some women flowers, and he's married. That woman's married, and and at least two women got murdered by her husband because of jealousy, and so it is true. He has probably been doing this kind of stuff for a long time. It's just that nobody complained and he got away with it, so he thinks it's okay. But nowadays, sexual harassment, racism, nothing is okay. So you can't do that kind of stuff. And also in the Philadelphia Inquirer's report, it says that I always wonder why they call him the king on the radio. They call him the king, and he probably think he's the king, and apparently the disgraced Philadelphia Phillies great Pete Rose. Pete Rose, many, maybe like 30, 35 years ago, when Howard just started to do the sports talk show broadcasting on the radio, and Pete Rose give him that nickname. Pete Rose called him the king, and that's where he got that name from. So it takes one to know one. Pete Rose, because of the sports betting and things like that, and it's not a good character anymore. And he's the one that named Howard the King. So it goes back a long way, They're just problematic people. And then it's funny how, like nowadays on the radio, it's kind of annoying. Like, it annoys me at least, to listen to the Howard Askin show. He is semi-retired since about seven years ago. I think he used to be on the radio every day, but since like 2015 or 16, and he kind of semi-retired. So now he just have a radio show Saturday morning, and he's on TV a lot during the football season. He would lots of times you will see him on the Fox 29 pre-game and post-game show, and he also does sideline report. Uh, I'm not sure, but pretty much I see him on when the Fox Sports broadcast the Eagles game, and then he's there before the game and after the game reporting from the sideline. So when he's on the radio doing his show on Saturday morning, it's hard for me to listen to because the listeners calls in, and if you disagree with him, right, with his opinion about sports, about the player, if you call in and you disagree with him, and he'll call you a dope, he'll call you a nitwit. Uh, People agree with him. Uh, you're lucky if you get on his right side and you don't be called names and and being hang up. And I feel really bad for the Cowboys fan Lamont. He calls in just to mess around with Howard, and usually it doesn't take long before Howard calls Cowboys fan Lamont a dope and nitwit, and they just hang up the phone on him. So I think that's kind of rude, and he does it to everybody. Like everybody, if you disagree with him, but that's why people call him, because other sports fans has their opinions about the game and about a ball player or something. So it just add variety and more voices to the show. And but you disagree with Howard, and then he will call you dope, and he will probably use worst words if he could on the radio, but those are the words he uses, and he gets away with it. And it's funny how when people calls in, right, and usually people just trying to be polite. You call in the radio show, you get on the air, and you say, "Oh, how you doing today?" And he always says that I never had a bad day. And how can he say that? He got some women killed, like back in 2007, because he sent the flowers to that woman and caused problems. So like, you cause people problems, you cause sadness, and then it seems like he's building his happiness based on making other people sad, right? So you call in on his show and he say, "Oh, I never had a bad day." He says that all the time, and I just thought he was a happy person. I really thought maybe he's just being optimism, and never had a bad day, or just look on the bright side of the things and not having a bad day. But he does things to people, right? And he make his listeners sad. There was no good commenting on the Facebook about him, about what he did that was in the news. And he makes other people sad. He makes his listeners sad. He makes his TV viewers sad. And he make other people sad. He does things to people. And then he probably really feel like he's the king. And he said he never had a bad day in his life. He always says that. And that really bugs me. But anyways, I'm just letting you guys know what is going on. Especially if you're not from the Philadelphia area. You hear it, and you can search on the internet and look into it. So that's the breaking news about Howard Askin, the known Philadelphia sports broadcaster, and what he did. People are genuine, nice, and good. Like Merrill Reese, the voice of Philadelphia Eagles. He does all the Philadelphia Eagles live game broadcasting on the radio. He's a genuine good person. He's older too. And recently he was just inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. and he's already in the Hall of Fame for the Philadelphia Eagles. So he's a nice person, and he gets reward for being nice. But some people are just really rude and mean and have an attitude. And what goes around comes around. It's karma. And if you're not a nice person, one day you're going to get it. You know, it's up to God. It's not up to us. It's up to God. So I'm just trying to be nice all the time to people too. So anyways, enough said about what's going on in Philly. And now I'm going to get to the events. So there are so many events in the past week. It is because July 4th holiday. Look, I still got my barbecue beer and freedom shirt on, and the American flag sunglasses. And also the Philadelphia Flyers had their draft, and they are getting ready for the ice hockey season to start in a couple months. So there are some Flyers events popping up now. So on Monday, July 1st, it was one of those Wawa Welcome America event leads to the July 4th big Wawa Welcome America concert and the fireworks. July 1st, it was the Wawa Free Zoo event. The Philadelphia Zoo is celebrating its 150 years birthday. So Wawa sponsored had a free zoo event. You can get in the zoo for free after 3 p.m. that day. And it was really nice because on the side, on one side of the zoo, as soon as you enter, on one side of the zoo, Wawa set up a lot of tents there, and there was food trucks there, and the concert stage for the event, and there was vendors giving out free books to the kids, and there was Hearst potato chips. They were out there once again handing out free potato chips, and there was a food truck there. It was giving away French fries and or chicken fingers. And also on the concert stage, they had DJ Hollywood there playing music, and when he's not playing the music, they had a magician out there doing magic with the kids. So, you know, I think the event actually, the Wawa event, you know, in that area actually started before the free zoo started, the free entering to the zoo. So by the time I got there, a lot of the Wawa stuff was already handed out, was already gone. But the other vendors still had a lot free things, you know, the free food from the food truck. That was still going on. And then after that, you can walk through the zoo for free. And I have not been there for a long time. And I have noticed a lot of things, you know, was changed at the zoo. Like before, when you first walk into the animal area, and immediately you'll see the hippos in the hippo pool, and then the next one are the elephants, those big giant elephants. But all that stuff is gone now. On that side is a petting zoo. The petting zoo used to be all the way in the back at the end of the zoo trail, but now they put the petting zoo in the front for the kids. And I walked down to the big cat encounter area, where that's where the tigers and the lions are at. and I saw the tiger, and it was really hot outside. So I didn't go too deep into it. So after I saw the tigers, I just turned around and went back. So it was a free zoo event, and there were a lot of free stuff they give away, and it was fun. So I got this Wawa Welcome America Frisbee from the zoo, and also some children's book. It's all animal related. I love this one, lions and tigers. And on Wednesday, actually, sorry, Tuesday, July 2nd, I walked through the Franklin Square Park, right across from the Ben Franklin Bridge. It's the annual Philadelphia Chinese Lantern Festival. It is always fun, and I walk through there every year just to see what the kind of new lantern that they have. It is actually a group from China. They come over here with all the lanterns and everything, and they do every year. They set up all the lanterns, and in the nighttime, daytime you can go to Franklin Square Park. It is a public park. You can go there for free to see the lanterns, but in the nighttime you gotta you gotta pay for the ticket, and the tickets are not cheap. They're like about, I don't even know, $35 each, and you can see all the lanterns lit up in the nighttime. And also they have a lot of Chinese, acrobat and dances, a Chinese show on cultural show on the stage there, and they featuring authentic Chinese food. So there's just a lots going on, and it's all about Chinese culture uh, for the Philadelphia Chinese Lantern Festival. And it is really nice because every year now the park has four walkway entrances. So usually, I think one of them is under construction. So the other three entrances, they will set up like a tunnel of lanterns, and each one has its own theme. And I remember the main entrance, uh, they have the lanterns hanging there all the way down the tunnel, and then one of them has like wild animals on the ground with some kind of lights that drips down. And then the other tunnel, it was lotus. It was like lotus, like nelly pads. Nelly pads, they're all weird. It's a weird purplish color, and white color, maybe white lotus. I really like it. I thought it was really neat. And this year, and every year, they always have at least one big dragon, Chinese dragon lantern, and every year it gets better and better. Starting, I would say, last year or a couple of years ago, they start to decorate the water fountain in the middle of the park too. And now they put a lot more, like ducks and swan, all different flamingo, different animals, and nelly pads and lotus flowers and all that stuff. Uh, Actually, inside the water fountain area, and of course, every year they always have those lucky Chinese animals or the Chinese zodiacs. They will have like a panda garden that's full of different big and small pandas, or like tigers, uh, flamingo, all different stuff in different areas, different lanterns. And this year, what stands out is that it's the Chinese, like the palace, the palace building, and it is a lantern. It's not a real building. You can't go inside, and it's not a permanent building, but it's a big lantern, and you can see far away from outside the park too. It's a tall, bluish. It's like a dragon palace because there is a a blue dragon that snakes around in and out of that building, and it is so tall. You can see from far away, even outside the park, and I just thought that was really amazing. Uh, and then there are people there, women goes to that park early. Chinatown's right nearby, so there are a lot of elderly Asian women. They go there, uh, you know, doing their group dance together, and then also I saw a group of people practicing Tai Chi there. So it's a really nice environment, and it's a really nice park, and it is safe there. It's right by the bridge. There's no, you know, inside of that park, there is no crime, and there's nothing crazy going on there. So it is safe to go there. Uh, so if you guys come to Philadelphia or you're already living in Philadelphia, and you might want to go check it out. It's free during the day. Nighttime you have to buy the tickets online, but you get a lot more out of it in the nighttime. You see the lanterns all lit up. And on Wednesday, July 3rd, I went to a special edition open gym at the Kroc Center. The Kroc Center is it's a Salvation Army place, which is like a sports complex. They have the Olympic-sized pool inside, and a water park, and indoor and outdoor basketball courts, and a huge gym where people can go, use the equipment and work out. And then there are Cooper Hospital Family Care Center in there, and also there's a daycare in there, and there's a cafe. There's just a bunch of stuff inside one building. And this event is sponsored by the Camden County Police Department. And this is, they do it every Friday, not at the Kroc Center every Friday. The event, it's called the Open Gym. It's by the Camden County Police Department. You can look up on their Facebook page, you'll see. The event takes place every Friday at different locations. But this is the initial one, the first one for the summer. And this, actually, they were doing it at 2 different locations to kick off the summer season. And I went to the one at the Kroc Center. And the both locations on July 3rd, they had a lot of tables set up, free giveaways, and they had a lot of gift baskets, that has nice Nike sneakers inside, or like Vans sneakers inside, with other things like video games and other stuff for the raffles, for the raffle drawing, and people can win. They give you a free raffle ticket. You just put in which basket you wanted to win, and then you can win free stuff. And also they had all the Philadelphia stuff once again, just like all the other events. Like Hearst potato chips, and the Philadelphia soft pretzels, uh, Italian water ice there for free, and they even served Chick-fil-A dinner in a box. In a box, everybody gets a box of Chick-fil-A dinner. You can choose chicken nuggets or the chicken sandwich. And then they have the Chick-fil-A drinks, the iced tea and lemonade. So it's all free and fun. I ate so much food there. Chick-fil-A, in the box, they had a cookie, and the sandwich, or the chicken nuggets, and it was really neat. And then you can play basketball. They have basketball games there. You can also win prizes. They did a raffle drawing at the end. I didn't win anything, but a lot of people won and they were happy, and it was a good event. So now let me show you what I got from the Croc Center. All the free stuff. They got the water bottle, Camden drawstring bag, these cups are really neat. They you put a cold ice or cold drink in there, they change color. Stress ball, this popper thing. This is a poncho inside a can. It's good for to go to the games in case it rains, and then you can put the ponchos on. They got some Cheetos chips there. Mints and candy. All kinds of free stuff I put inside of this free bag that they give away. And now we're getting to the main event. Thursday, July 4th is the Wawa Welcome America concert and the fireworks. So from the previous Wawa events, I got a bunch of tickets for the concert. So we were in the front of stage area. If you don't have a ticket, and then you will be one street over behind the area that's for the people that have tickets. But back there, you can't even see the stage because of the broadcasting booth. It's set up kind of behind the chairs in front of the stage. So from back there, the stage is blocked. You can't really see anything if you don't have a ticket. But a lot of people still go out there just for the event. But you have to have a ticket to get in the front of the stage area, and you walk through the street, the parkway in Philadelphia in front of our museum. That's where the stage is. The street is completely closed. So you enter, and then there are tents. There are sponsors there, like the Royal Crown and Tito's Vodka and Utz potato chips. So you can get samples of liquor. And the Tito's Vodka do give you a pretty good sized cup, like a full size cup of drinks. The vodka drinks, and you can always go back there and get more. And then they were handing out the free drinks and potato chips. And there are food trucks there. Sells food and snacks, water, and also I think there's like a food truck sells beer and liquor. And there were a lot of people there. And this year the weather was great. It did not rain. It was great, and I was able to get the a bracelet, a special wristband for the Wawa employees. So this way you can go to the Wawa employee and associates section on the side. Not only you can get closer to the stage and you can see better from on the side, and also they had already made up lunch boxes and food bags. They put a Wawa shorty hoagie and also a a big Wawa cookie and the water inside there. And you got to see it. I got myself a bracelet for the Wawa Associates concert entrance.
Where do I go if I...
There are tons of goodies inside here. Free Wawa hoagies.
I don't fucking know. Nobody.
So after, when we first got there, we put stuff on our seats. So, it's near the stage. And then we went to walk around and sit around and wait for the concert to start at 7 p.m. And I really want to see Kesha. And they also have the headlining act, Neo. But I really want to see Kesha. So good thing Kesha came on first. And she has a lot of hit songs. And she just sang all her hit songs. It wasn't like one of those concerts, they sing a bunch of songs that you don't know and save the few songs that people do know at the end. Because she has a lot of hit songs. So she was on the stage for about good 45 minutes, and she sang all her hit songs, and it was great one after another. And I actually went to the Wawa Associate side and made video from there because it's closer to the stage. It was a lot of fun. It was a good concert, and it's hard to see the fireworks from there because the concert stage is so tall and it blocks the fireworks. And I knew that from last year, so I actually left before the fireworks because I have already saw a lot of fireworks this year. So I wasn't so interested in the fireworks, but now let me show you what I got. So this is what the Wawa lunchbox they were handing out in the Wawa Associate section. That's what it looks like. And like I said, it had a cookie and hoagie and water inside. And you can see here it says turkey hoagie. And also you can get it in a Wawa bag. reusable bag. See, I got this. Inside the bag, they had the Hers kettle potato chips, and of course, the Wawa Welcome America hat that they give away at every Wawa's event before July 4th. Oh, Hers pretzels. This thing's really neat. This is a light up bracelet for the concert. You see, it's Wawa Welcome America branded, and it lights up. You see, it lights up. It's good for the concert in the nighttime. It's all lit up, and you just put it around your wrist. So that was really neat. And then on Saturday, July 6th, it was the Flyers Fan Fest. This event takes place at the Flyers practice facility in Voorhees, New Jersey, and this is the development camp event. It's the prospects, the Flyers prospects. You know, like before the season start, they have all the prospects and practice so they can see who's good, and so they can pick some players from the prospects, and this event was good because they have the whole the hockey rink, right, set up with a lot of different games, and the Flyers blown up hockey shoot game, and other stuff, and the tables full of food. They had federal donuts, and then they had the potato chips and Coca-Cola and water. You know, you can get it for free, and you can eat as much as you want. And then they have another table set up where you can play you drop the little puck, the slingo game. It runs down and to whichever slot, and then you can win a prize. And the best thing was they had a total of 39 players there. You know, they're not a current player. They're the players from the development camp, and also 6 out of the 7 new draftees was there, include their first round draft Jet Lachenko. He was there meeting the fans and signing autographs, and then they give you a you can bring your own stuff. Some dude had a whole box of hockey pucks and had the players to sign, but they give you a Flyers card, like a poster, and then most people just have the guys to sign the Flyers poster. So there were a lot of players and the new draftees there, and the Flyers Ice Girls was there taking pictures with people, and Gritty was there. Gritty's crazy, you know, but it's always fun to meet Gritty. The Flyers mascot, he was there taking pictures with the fans. And then after that wasn't just it. After that, they had a 5 scrimmage. They have like a practice, practice game, right? Like a practice camp game, and it's inside one of the rink. They have 3 hockey rinks, ice hockey rinks in total, and in one of the rink where they practice, it's all set up. You see their championship flags, on the walls and stuff like that, hanging on the wall. And they actually had a hockey game there, and it was a lot of fun to watch because they got all their new draftees there playing with the prospects. So it was like a real pro hockey game, and the weather was so hot outside. It was 100 degrees, and inside it's nice and cold. It's like inside a big refrigerator, and it was so awesome just sitting there in a hot day and watch a cold ice hockey game. Uh, you know, I took the soda and the donuts from next door and sit there, eat and watch the game. And I never got so close to the hockey rink, before. Not at the Wells Fargo Center, but I was right there next to the plexiglass, the wall for the hockey rink, and the players was banging into each other right in front of me, and it was really exciting. It was really exciting. So, the Flyers, they're preparing for their season, so there are going to be a lot more events coming up. Flyers event, like on my last show, they had the Flyers draft event, and if you want to see it, you want to see the Flyers draft party, you can see in the last episode 42, and this is episode 43, and this week they already had the Fan Fest. Let me show you what I got. So when I played the Slingo game, I won this Flyers bucket hat. And I got this Flyers beat necklace. There was something else, but it fall down and it's really messy in here and I can't get it, but it's okay. Because I want to show you. This is the poster I'm talking about. This is the poster that all the Flyers development camp players signed, and also all the new draftees, they signed this for me too. And Jet Lachenko signed right here, right in the middle. That's his autograph. He's the first round draft pick in the Flyers NHL draft of 2024. So this was really cool. I got everybody to sign a new era of orange poster for me. So now the upcoming events. Like I said, the Flyers, they're getting ready for their hockey season, and there are a lot Flyers event. The Flyers have this thing. It's called Community Caravan. Flyers Community Caravan will kick off the summer with a shore tour. Jersey Shore, it's famous. You saw the show on MTV, and they have a shore tour. It's from July 9th to July 11th. July 11th, they'll go to North Wildwood, Ocean City, New Jersey, and the Seattle City. All those shore towns are close to each other, a along the Garden State Parkway in New Jersey. And then they'll have more stops, like in the Philadelphia area. Some of the stops are actually in Philadelphia, like Northeast Philly, and also their practice center in Voorhees and New Jersey, coming up throughout July and August. And then they're getting ready for the Flyers ice hockey season in September, the 2024 to 25 season. So they'll have the Flyers community event all the way through September before the hockey season starts. And also, I want to point this out to you. There is another big Flyers event, which is part of the Flyers community caravan that I just mentioned, on July 24th, from 5:30 to 8 p.m. The Flyers will have a the community day, Flyers community day, and it's going to be at their practice facility in Voorhees, New Jersey. Okay, once again, that's July 24th, 5:30 to 8 p.m. I went last year, and this one they will have. Last year they had 6, maybe 8, a good number of current players there to signing autographs. You don't even have to bring anything. They have their own picture card, 8x10 picture card. They'll sign for you. All you have to do is get in the line. And then they have vendors there setting up tables and tents. They give away a lot of free stuff, include the Philadelphia Flyers. You can get like the bucket hats and things, the necklace, beads, all different kind of stuff that they offer to give out for free. And also, you can they'll have a ice hockey rink open, and you can skate for free that day. Include shoe rental, right? You can just tell them what size shoe you need, and then you can skate ice, on the ice for free. And it's nice and cold inside. If you worry about being too hot, the heat, 90 degrees, 100 degrees heat, it's nice and cool inside. And that is always a good event to attend. And I always look forward to the Flyers community day every year. And also on throughout the month of July, at the Sports and Social restaurant inside the Live Casino, after each one of the Thursday night, if it's a home game, Thursday night at the Citizens Bank Park, and then at the Sports and Social, they will have a meet and greet event with a Phillies alumni player. So, if you want to meet Mel Thompson, or actually, he did already. The last 2 is going to be Mickey Morandini. If you want to meet Mickey Morandini, you can go to Sports and Social Restaurant after each Thursday night's game if it's a home game, and then you still got a couple chances to meet Mickey. So that's pretty much it for this week. Next week, there are a lot of events once again, so I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys are looking forward to my show next week, because it's going to be jam-packed with Philly sports event. I'll see you guys next time. Let's go Phillies!